Greetings, everyone. I'm Luke Bryan Smith, and welcome to Enlightened, Empowered, Evolved. Hope everybody's doing well. Wait, I believe everybody's doing well. I have faith everybody's doing well, and everything is unfolding perfectly. I am excited yet again because I have another extraordinary guest today, Joi Crystal. And before she tells you anything about her, I'm going to tell you a bit about her. Now, Joi Crystal says, what exactly is a medical medium, energetic allergy healer, miracle healer, psychic surgeon? Good question. I have a special knack. She says she has a special knack to help people heal and change chronic illness. Am I real? She says. Yes. Do I charge? She says. Yes. For her time and energy. Am I affordable? She says. Oh, yes. The least expensive, authentic miracle healer out there. Why? She says. Because everyone should have access to this. And wow, that's amazing, Jamie, because I'm a firm believer that that whatever our gifts and our talents are, the labor itself that we put into it is worthy of its hire. And I learned that from Joseph Murphy. Wow. How are you doing today, Jamie?
I am fantastic. I'm so excited for this opportunity to share a little bit about what I do, and then also have a conversation about how it works and who I work with. And it's super exciting. And I can feel it all around me now. I can feel the energy ramping up. Right. And the coolest thing about what I do in video is that the frequencies that I work with, they're actually present. So even watching and being part of it, you can receive if you're open. So that's the coolest thing, because we have this planet's very upside down right now. Let's just put it that way. I won't get into that. But our innate state is that of health and wellness and joy and actually being part of the whole. Like, we are all one, and we've all been separated for so long. And our innate state is health, and it's available to every single person on this planet. And people just don't realize it, and they don't know, and they kind of like tap into the collective. And right now it's one of fear and separation. And everybody has a level of like awareness that they're not even really aware of. And so they start to feel the collective, and they make that their truth. And then it starts to,
I like how you say that. They make that their truth, because you're right. Whatever you really believe in and really put energy towards, that does become your truth, whether it's disharmony or toxic or whatever. So it's amazing that there are people such as yourself that are here to through your own experience, through your own what you've learned, through your own perspectives, through your own intuition, that are here to help guide others to find a better truth. Put it that way.
And the life they'd like to have. It's available. And it's not like I just came in, with a fruity tooty life. Everything's wonderful. I went through it. I almost died. I had a chronic illness, and I can go into the story if you'd like. It's totally up to you.
I like it. You know what, Jamie? Yes, share us a bit about that story, because this fits right along, and it doesn't have to fit, but I'm just saying it. I'm just telling you it does. It fits with what I truly believe, and what has been shown to me over and over again. The amazingness. We reach higher when we go. Come from something, deep. You know where I'm going with this. So yes.
And if we emerge through it and you find the other side, you can actually pick up people's hands and grab them. And I don't, with me, when I work with someone, I show them who they are. I don't tell them what to do. I show them who they are and how they can do it.
Yes.
And it's amazing. But I bought a new place, and this is in 2007. And I worked full time in my own business. And when I lost my business, I was home a lot. And as soon as I came home, I was sick all the time, like incredibly sick, like in and out of the hospital, in the ICU, unable to breathe, et cetera, and then nothing was working. But anyway, so one night I was praying because I was born spiritual. And it's so interesting. That's another interesting story because my family wasn't religious or spiritual at all. And I knew God even when I was born, and I would pray and I felt really connected. And I thought everybody could like see angels. I didn't know it was my normal when I was a kid.
Right.
So anyway, I was praying and I said, I can't do this anymore. I know something's wrong. I need help. And I woke up about in the middle of the night and I looked and I was surrounded by angels.
Wow.
And that's just the beginning of my story. Well, I was led to all of these places and spaces, little parts of my puzzle. And, and I learned how to heal.
Right.
And I had no idea that I actually was being given the ability to like energetically to assist as well until I stepped into it. And I was so blown away that I never put limits on what I could do. And I started taking a lot of classes and getting certifications and really diving in. And
that's amazing. Can I just press the pause button just 1 second? Because you said something that just is amazing. And
no limits.
For you to say, you already feel
nobody has that. That's the thing. Limits are created by this reality. And that's in our human reality.
For you to already know that at that time.
I had nothing to lose. I was coughing up blood. It was crazy. And I had 2 little kids. I had nothing to lose. And I was like, either I'm crazy because I'm seeing angelic beings and they're telling me what to do. Either I'm completely crazy or I'm actually going to get well. Well, look at me.
When I hear that word crazy now, I don't take it the way I used to when I was a kid. When somebody says I'm crazy, I'm like, wow, me too.
Thank you. Yes, because it's beyond this reality. And in order for the planet to change and for people to like wake up, we have to look beyond the created reality and start creating what we'd like to have for the whole planet. And so what I do, yes, it supports my family. I have a beautiful farm. I do animal healing too, and I work with horses. But the thing is it's going to create a greater planet because we have this thing called the internet and people can actually now receive.
Right.
I started doing this healing when the internet was AOL.
I remember AOL dial up.
Yes.
And so, I have to interject and say something about that too. The internet, it can be whatever you make it out to be. I find it so amazing because I'm able to connect with people like you that under other circumstances prior to this, I wouldn't have never did it. But now we're sitting here in each other's house, talking to each other, having a conversation that's heartfelt, that's love-centered, that's elevating, not only the 2 people that's involved in this, but everybody else too. Wow, it's just amazing.
It is, isn't it? And I want to talk about love real quick because I had questions about that. I used to ask a lot of questions to spirit. I said, well, why can't people on this planet truly love? And the answer I received was the love, I'm getting chills again, the love that is available to us, we have no idea because the love we do here isn't the same frequency. It's greater. The love that is actually available to us from source. I don't know how you deal with God. From the power greater.
I think you know.
Yeah, the
power source, greater. Universe, God, divine.
It's expanded. It's a beautiful receiving. And no one on this planet's willing to receive. We're all so closed off. We walk around like this. And we're actually meant to walk around like this.
We're all receivers. We're all receivers.
Yeah. And
Yes.
so if your body's sick, one of the main things to do is unlock it.
Yes. See,
Open. And
Nikola
it's
Tesla
like,
knew
everybody's
this.
like, oh no, it's so scary, but it's actually beautiful if you're willing to receive.
Yeah, Nikola Tesla knew this. He knew we were divine receivers of
divine
the divine
beings
and
having a human experience.
We were all spokes in the big wheel of So he knew that, and that's why I admire his works too. On that he had certain things that he just knew he was connected to his intuition, and told him that, hey, wait a minute, I'm a receiver. I don't know exactly how it works.
Technology that we're all receivers, and unfortunately, a lot of the receiving of information now is that of fear and lack and poverty and classes. Classes aren't real. Middle class, poor. Anybody can get out of that by changing their thoughts, beliefs, and ancestral patterns.
Yep, paradigms shifts too. But I believe too. You just struck a chord too, for us to be aware of the information that we allow ourselves to receive. Because that's why they call it programming. When you're watching certain, television or radio, it's programming. It's giving you the information, programming the information they want to give you. So with that being said, you take charge of the information that you receive. Yes. Indulging, engaging in conversations like this.
Yes. And when someone just chooses to shift, and when we work together, one of the things we do is deprogram.
Right.
Yeah. And unlock. So it's just a beautiful, beautiful thing. And the coolest thing about it is I've been given tools. So it's not like I'm like, okay, I clear your illness, and then I'm just like, okay, bye-bye. I show people how to use tools to keep things moving. And to because all of us are information receivers, and a lot of the things we pick up on don't belong to us, but then we make them ours.
Yes, we make them ours. And
so it's like being a conscious, awake, aware person.
Right. That's open to receiving.
Yes. And letting go of all the stuff that isn't yours. That
doesn't serve us. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Amazing. See, you're talking my language.
Very exciting. What the coolest thing about it is? I'm so fascinated. There's so much unseen, beautiful things for us to uncover and explore and open as a gift. And it still blows me away. Every single time I work with somebody, and I've been doing it 18 years now.
Wow.
I still get completely blown away. And I'm so grateful that I'm actually trusted to receive this information.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But that's amazing, because
it's so pretty. It's so beautiful.
Of course, that's your purpose, your passion, your gift.
Yes.
And you're just embracing it all. And as you do, just different things open up. You don't have to know what's coming next. Just like you didn't know that this was coming.
Embodied.
Yes. Yeah. Just like you didn't know that this was coming. Nonetheless, we're here, and not by accident. This was already orchestrated, like you said, source, the universe.
Yes.
The energy that you're giving off, I received it, and vice versa. And now we're here talking to each other.
Yes. And thank you so much for having me.
Yes. And I wanted to say this, and I forgot to say this at the beginning, but I am a firm believer that time is one of our most precious assets. And for you to choose to spend some of your time here with me,
thank you.
I'm so thankful. And yes, thank you very much. But yes, let's get into it more. So you're a medical medium. Let's start right there. What is that? Did you say? Well, what is a medical medium?
Sort of uncanny. Like, I don't know. It's so interesting. And I did train in this, but I had no idea I could do it until I took the classes. Okay. I can actually see inside people's bodies. And a little tidbit.
Now, I gotta cover up. You're looking in my body?
Now, I have a question for you. How controversial do you like to get?
I don't find things too controversial, especially when it comes to like anything to do with spiritual, because that's all perspective.
Yeah.
I want to learn.
Okay.
Shock me with some stuff that I might not know. I want to learn.
I'm not going to use the word because I don't want this to get taken down. It is YouTube. So
Okay.
you know the thing that's going around right now for the last 2 years.
Yes. The
thing.
Yeah.
Okay. So I've been very busy. People call me. I have the ability to speed recovery. I've taken a lot of people out of ICU off the ventilators. Not me, God. You know, God works through me.
Through you.
But get this.
Yes.
Get this. This is a trip. So when I first started going in, I kept getting led as medical intuitive into the spine. And I'm like, what is this? Why is this in the spine? This looks a lot like Epstein-Barr or like mono. Like viruses that go into the spine. Well, they kept sending me in there to help people heal and to show where it was and whatnot. Right. Well, 2 days ago, I ran across a CNN article, CNN, okay, that said that the word, you know, the thing that's going around, they just noticed that it's that the brain fog that people are experiencing in recovery and the long haul people, that are having the brain fog, that the virus is in the spine. It was in an article. And it's, see what I'm saying? And for me, I'm very curious. So I don't sit there and go, I know. I'm always,
when you tell me something like that,
where I need to go.
Yeah. When you say something like that, I am so thankful that no longer shocks me. I think it's amazing, but just from what I've experienced,
I've got chills again.
The people that I've been fortunate enough to speak with over the past few years, the information that I read, that totally, yes, it's not at all do I have even an inkling in my being that says, I don't know. No, I know.
Yeah, and the funniest part about it is I'm always I get led.
Right.
And I have a knowing that isn't me. And
knowing.
They tell me where to go.
Knowing. Exactly.
A knowing. It's not like a guess or whatever. I feel my confirmation. Sometimes they'll give me words or whatnot, but they show me where to go and what to do. And then and it was just such a confirmation for me because again, like I said, I live my life in curiosity. And and I just was like, there's a confirmation because I kept saying this thing that's been going around for 2 years is strange. Right. It has a weird feeling when I'm working with people. It is something weird. And it's very like histamine. It causes like all these weird things and wacky things in the body. But then when I was shown where it was, I was like, wow, this is meant to stay.
Right.
This is designed to stay.
To stay.
So I go in. Yeah, but I'm able. I don't know how. I'm able to go in.
Yeah, no, that's fine. You don't have to know the how.
I can feel the virus leave. And I've just, people keep sending me people and I've got, I'm really busy with that.
Right.
So
that's amazing.
But it's just, it really is. I got to tell you.
Let me say something real quick.
It blows me away.
Let me say something real quick. And I read this on a prior segment that I did. Mm-hmm. It's no coincidence that I actually created my own write-up with this quote in here. I actually put it down.
I love it.
By Wayne Dyer, but something that you said when you said the knowing. This is what he said. Try on this concept that beliefs restrict you while knowings empower you.
Yeah.
Everything that you believe was handed to you by someone outside of you, and therefore it has doubt attached to it. Everything that you know comes from within and is etched into the cells of your being, and therefore lives within you with an absence of doubt. So those knowings,
it's the truth.
It's etched in who you are.
A lot of beliefs could be lies.
Yes. Beliefs are something that you choose. You don't have a choice with that knowing. You just know. It's connected with, like you said, source, God, your own intuition. You just know. And when you know, you know.
So everybody who's watching now and in the future, or in the future, since you record these, but
Right.
I have a question for everybody watching. Are you willing to know that you know? Are you willing to know? Are you willing to know and question? Questions create. When you have a conclusion and you decide what's true, even if it's not, it becomes solid. But if you're questioning everything, and you're like, hey, is this true for me? Your body will be light. And if it's a lie, it gets heavy. And so if you're willing to embody yourself and really trust you, then everything starts to change. If you're willing to be aligned with you.
And
we're all beautiful beings of light. We're all beings of light. All of us.
I was going to say, that's exactly how my transformation started.
Yeah.
I started asking questions, just to really be out there. No, really. No, I'm going to tell you exactly what I'm saying. Asking questions to the people, my upbringing and people in my family about certain beliefs that were programmed to me, like, wait a minute, why, and why don't I feel this, about the certain, and I'm not putting down any religion, but I'll say it was in regards to that. And let's just say some people aren't ready to hear those questions yet, but it led me on a journey to start finding answers that resonated with me and my soul, because there were certain things that I was being told and led to believe that I didn't feel right. It didn't set right. So right.
So what if you were born into your family in order to heal the ancestry and break the family patterns and create something greater for the future?
Right,
what if that was you know?
Yes.
And then look what
a strong what if.
What if it's for the planet? Because check you out. Yeah.
Right. And that's why, you know what? It's just amazing that if I look at myself years ago of how I thought, and for me to be so excited to create a platform like this with these type of dialogues, I wouldn't have never thought about it.
Right.
But now when I look at myself, now I'm like, wow, you are really waking up. You are really waking up, and you're really, connecting yourself with what you're supposed to be connected with, and really connecting with source, with God, with the universe, and just really opening up, because I wouldn't have been open. And I don't want to put too much energy that way. I wasn't open back then. I wasn't.
Well,
I wouldn't have even known these conversations that we just had right now would have just.
It's real.
I would have just
real people
cast a quick, probably some type of low vibrational judgment. And it's like, what are you crazy Looney Tunes talking about? And it has nothing to do with what I've been programmed or what my beliefs have been told, that I've been told. What are you guys talking about? It's like, so I do get it. That's why I say I'm so thankful that I'm in a place, and I'm still growing, but I'm in a place now that none of this, all this sounds, it resonates with me. What you're talking about, it resonates.
It has expansion. It
doesn't insult my soul when I hear that. When you tell me that you're able to heal and you have tapped into this, that's not an insult to my soul, because I believe that if, we all have,
inherent abilities.
Yes, abilities and power within ourselves that is greater than what we have limited ourselves to believe.
It's been indoctrined. They do not want anybody to know that every single person on this planet has the ability to create, because if they all have the hive mind, it stays the way it is.
Yes.
And if everybody opens their minds, they're like, wait, this isn't right. And enough people get together,
it stays the way it is. And those that want to, and I'll be careful how I word this, those that want to control and benefit from your ignorance won't be able to keep doing what they're doing if you know what you're
getting interference in this video. Lute, do you notice we're getting some interference in this video right now because of what we're speaking of?
Oh, yeah.
And it's so interesting, because if enough people are actually start to be unafraid and start to see, we don't have to stand up and scream and shout. We're all energetic beings. We have the ability to change things energetically. Oh, Oh my goodness, where'd you go?
I'm here still.
Oh, I'm so
I can
sorry.
hear you. Your camera turned off. Okay, yeah, there you go. No, you're fine. We're fine.
Sorry about that.
No, don't worry about it.
We have that ability, and that's a way out there conversation. But I want everybody watching to know that they're a beautiful spark of creation. We all are, right. All of us. Right. And also, I will say this: things are changing for the better. It doesn't seem like that. Yes, I know. You can feel it.
I can feel it. And when I look at my own self, especially in, coming from people who I've come from in the generations of, they were thinking a different way. And for me to now think the way I do and start feeling, I know things are shifting, because it's a miracle that I feel the way I do. And I think the way I think now, and know the things that I know now. And it's like, that is because of something beyond me, greater than me. That it's that of course, I have to open myself up, like you said, and scary, but open myself up and be willing to,
yes,
right,
be willing and willing to be a conscious channel.
Yes,
a conscious channel for the light.
There you go. I couldn't have put it any better than that. Yes, amazing. So yes, wow. So that is amazing that you're able to share that here about your amazing gifts of healing. And and the thing is, the only way I would see that would not work for someone is if they were so bent on not believing that could be possible, that they would hinder their own recovery. But even then, you might be stronger than them.
Remember how you were saying earlier about things that serve you? Well, it's been my experience over the last years and years of working with people that sometimes people create their illnesses in order to stop themselves from things, or in order to, or they're traumatized and they want the person who traumatized them to know what they did, or it's subconscious, but it's creation. So we have to unlock that as well. And it's a journey. And the reason why I would say that I'm qualified to really walk people through this journey is because I have been through the journey, not just from getting sick, but what led up to me getting sick. I had a teenage mom. She was an alcoholic and a drug addict. My whole family was alcoholic.
A lot of dysfunction and disharmony.
Yeah, I was thrown back and forth with my grandparents. My grandpa didn't want us. I felt very thrown around, and that kind of stuff builds up.
No harmony, no balance.
Yes. So, and my grandmother was a super loving person, but she's the only actual love I ever saw when I was a child. So I had a lot of limited stuff going on, and I made a lot of choices that weren't the great, so I've been there, and I have walked through it, and I have opened up, and even with what I'd been through, I didn't close myself. Right. I broke open.
Yes.
And it was a journey, let me tell you.
Right. No, I can resonate with you too, because
healing is a journey.
I went through, a childhood that it wasn't as turbulent as yours, but no resentment. But if I can kind of explain it to you, within the low vibration, the toxicity, it was taken on as normal, put it that way. But now that I'm able to look and see, that was not normal. That was not, serving, me or anyone involved, that type of thinking, those type of actions, those words, those.
Yeah. And a lot of people make that normal for their futures, and they choose the same types of relationships and the same types of webs. And I help people unlock those loops and get and move forward into something greater. Right.
That's amazing. Yeah. Yes. And that's, I think is very important.
Kids too. Kids that have abilities. That's my favorite. A lot of kids in the last 20, 30 years have been born with innate, they're softer. They're more loving. They're more sensitive. They're more aware. And one of my favorite things is to work with kids and help them walk through that.
Right. Amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. When I look at everything that I look at, I'm talking about as far as researching and reading, it all comes down to what you're talking about right there, is helping others and how can you be of service. And you have definitely tapped into the how can you be of service.
Yes.
And wow, amazing.
It's a pull, it's a call, it's a eat, breathe, sleep type thing. I don't think I could get out of it if I wanted to. It wouldn't matter what job I had. People would still come to me. Things would happen around me. I would have messages for people. It's just innately who I am and who I be. And even at the grocery store, sometimes I'll see someone. By the way, a little tip for everybody. Don't feel sorry for people or feel badly for people. That's a low vibration energy to send them. I see everybody, no matter how messed up they are, as whole and healed. And I send them that. I lift them in light. It's not my job to heal people who aren't asking for it, because you have to have permission in this. It's just because it's very sacred medicine.
And they won't receive it if you try to give it, and they don't want it.
Yes, but I see everybody is whole and healed so that they might receive a spark of that vibration. And I always ask, I always send an angel of light, in case they're open. Even if I never see them again, if I see that.
That's a good,
and that's just, it's just something that I've done,
Right. That's a great way to be, great practice. That, and as well as incorporated with gratitude. And that's what I'm aspiring to do is get those old patterns of judgment, whether it be a good or bad, and just send people love no matter where they are.
See them where they're at and be there where they're at. Right. The thing is that none of us are perfect, and everybody has good days and bad days. And the thing about having a negative emotion is to not sit in it. Be aware of it. Oh, this is a negative emotion.
Be aware of it.
And
yes.
And then be like, wait a minute. Is this my negative emotion, or does it belong to someone else? And then you ask it to lift. And if it's yours, you deal with it. And if it's because we pick up stuff everywhere. People are so much more aware than they ever could even imagine.
Right. I like to say now what I've learned is be the observer of those emotions. Like, observe. Yes. There's a negative emotion passing through me, and just allow it. Learn from it and allow it to pass.
Yeah, there's this.
You don't have to claim it and attach yourself to it.
Absolutely. But there's this trendy thing in the community, in the spiritual community, about being high vibe and all love and light. And and people hold in all the other stuff, and it's not. We have to be able to be. We're all the emotions, and we have to be able to be that. You have to be all of you.
Contrast in life, dark and light in life, negative, positive in life, and they all serve their purpose.
Off their masks,
right?
Everybody has something special they have for the planet. Every single person is different, and we are all of everything. And being truly you and walking this planet, it's brave. It's super brave, but it's what's required for the change we're asking for.
Yes.
Being all of being your person, figuring out who you are genuinely, not the beliefs you were told or having someone tell you who you are, or, et cetera, et cetera. And you're also, no one is their past. Right. Everybody makes mistakes.
And everybody evolves.
Change them and choose.
Allow yourself to evolve.
If you choose it. Yeah. And also one more thing I'll say, and then this is no. This feels like an important message. So I'm going to say it.
Yes.
On this planet, people have escapism.
Right. Alcohol,
drugs, sex, internet, being on the phone too much, zoning out, et cetera, et cetera. Right. Those are a lot of that stuff. People judge. Right. Oh, you're a drug addict. You're an alcoholic. Here's what I have come to realize. This is true for me. And I feel this to be true. For the highest sensitive beings, because this planet is so overwhelming. Right. And so if somebody with an addiction is listening, I promise you that you can shift it, and there's nothing actually wrong with you. You're just highly sensitive, and you need to look at that. And that's a gift.
Yes.
It's a gift. So stop checking out and figure out who you are.
Who you are, right?
And
Embrace. Yes.
Because you have a gift for the planet, because you can't handle it. There's so, you're super highly sensitive and you're picking up on everything. So you're checking out going, oh my God, this is so overwhelming. But
this
really,
is overwhelming.
You're a gift.
You're a gift.
You're a gift to this planet. So if you can figure that out and heal it, everything can change. I don't believe that there's anybody that can't discover who they be. Right. If that makes sense.
Yes. No.
We're all exactly.
Right. Yeah. There's no. It's just we're in our own way when we don't discover who we are. You know, or who we be. You know. It's really once you get into it, once you start to get into who you are and you start to connect with the greater stuff. Right. What's interesting is that you no longer need to check out, because you're embodied right here, right now, and things look greater. And one of the things I did, and this isn't meant to be religious, but I would say every morning, please help me see through the eyes of the Christ consciousness. I want to see through the eyes of Christ, the eyes of God, the eyes of Source. Right. And it just like opens up everything, and everything becomes sacred. Everything becomes like everything has a part here. Everything has a part and a purpose. Yes. Exactly. Instead of waking up like, oh shit, sorry, another day, oh God, blah, blah, blah. And that's in doctrine too. Right. There's, yes. For people to, like you said, it's like a destination. You want to be everywhere else but where you are now. Yeah. And if you don't like your job, find out what you like. Find out what floats your boat. Find out what feels good. You're not stuck. Stuck is created in the mind. The mind. Right. Yeah. Amazing. Instead of, oh man, it's Monday. How about, holy moly, it's Monday. It's Monday and I'm thankful I'm here. What can surprise me today? What can delight me today? Yes. What great news am I receiving today? Right? Yes. Wow. What great, what am I going to learn today that I didn't know before? And show me. I love, another one is great. This isn't really a question. It's more of a statement, but hey, universe, show me. Show me. Right. Show me. Show me. Show me what it is. And then then follow the energy, and it's just, I don't know. It's just something that feels right to me. It feels good. And I think we're meant to a lot of the time. Right. Yeah. Right. I was going to, before we conclude, I want to get your links to connect with you, but while I have you here, how can people find you? Okay, well, I'm really active on Facebook. I have a couple of healing groups. One of them, my business page is Joi Crystal. Healing Hugs from Heaven, and that's on Facebook. Hugs. Okay. And then I have a group called Joi Crystal Energy Medicine Miracle Makers. Joi Crystal Energy Medicine Miracle Makers. Miracle Makers. Yes. And I have lots of free content in there. And like I said at the beginning of the show, my videos are all blessed. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but when I work, a whole team of angels shows up, and there's healing energy embedded in the videos. And so when people watch, they can receive. And then that's my free content. And then also I work privately one-on-one, and I'm very discreet. And I help people walk through whatever they require. And my website, I think I sent to you. Do you want me to say it or? Yes. Go ahead and say it. My website is heartbodyhealing.com. Heartbodyhealing.com. Mm-hmm. Right. Okay. And you can also send me an email through there. And I would love to be connected, like anything. And I offer consultations. So we can chat and discuss what maybe I can contribute to someone. Yeah. Wow. Amazing. Thank you, Joi. I love it. Yeah. Sharing today and coming on the show and engaging in a beautiful dialogue with me, and just you're welcome. Yes, and just elevating my consciousness and expanding me too. I love speaking with people and just listening and learning. Although being on the show, it would be quite boring if I just sat and didn't say anything. But oftentimes I'm prompted to not say anything because I'm just like, wow, okay,
Yeah.
yes, okay. I love learning, and I love purposely opening my ears to something that I know is going to be good to absorb, So thank you very much. Thank you very much. And
well, thank you. Thank you for this. This was so fun. And it just always feels great to share.
Right.
And I don't know if you feel it,
right.
But as we conclude, there's a whole wave of love showing up. Do you feel it?
Right. I felt it a while back.
but right now it's like a conclusion, and I opened up my hands, and then just all this love is shooting out my heart, the top of my head, into your YouTube podcast here. So it's like, what you have to understand, anybody listening, it doesn't matter what you've done. Right. It doesn't matter how much you've sinned. God loves everybody.
Right.
And sinning, and some of the things that are in the Bible were meant to keep people in control. It's not actually the truth. God, Spirit, the greatest creator of magic and miracles, God that we call on this planet, loves everybody. And you are just as worthy as anyone else for love. So please understand that if you allow yourself to receive this, it's so high frequency. It actually makes like the hair on your arm stand up, and you can actually feel it go into your actual heart. And if you use your heart as your brain, we'd have a much greater planet. Right.
And that's that's a whole nother segment.
Yeah, that's a whole other segment.
I spoke with a gentleman, a while back, and he talked about the different brains in the body. And
yes,
I wasn't aware. Yes, it's a brain. It actually
isn't that amazing?
Amazing.
Everything we require is inside us.
Inside of us.
It's not outside. Everything we require, we came here with, is here. I'm going to cry. I'm sorry.
No, it's here. No, thank you.
Yes, but it's truth. And the thing is that if you, anybody watching, if you really want to know what the truth is, universe, show me what is true.
True.
But be prepared. Oh my gosh. If you ask
be
that
prepared.
Question,
be prepared for what you ask for.
Things that became true that I was like, whoa, no way. And it was like,
right.
Yes. Universe, show me what's actually true here.
And be ready to receive the answer.
Oh my goodness. And the smoke screens come off, and then the news comes on. You're just like, wow. But that's a whole other story too.
No, I get exactly what you're saying, because there's been things that I've passionately talked about. Next thing you know, I turn something on and it's talking about it. Or I look at this and it's that. And it's like, no, I can't write those things off any longer.
Yes, we're all connected.
Oh, it's just coincidence. No.
Available to us.
Yes.
Be available to have knowing, and you'll change the planet, not by fight, ladies and gentlemen. We will change the planet by frequency and by being the life we'd like to have for everyone.
Right.
Yes.
Amazing. Thank you, Jamie. I appreciate you. Yes.
That was such a fun conversation.
Yes, absolutely.
If it feels good, it's real.
Yes, it is. It's totally real. Wow. Yes. Thank you very much
for
again.
Having me.
Yes, I appreciate it. We're going to have to do something like this again and have you on here, and it'll be labeled part 2. So
yes, and I could even do, I don't know if you're open to it or if you do it, but I can do a group healing too.
I'm open
next time.
I'm
and I would be so honored, and it would be such a precious gift.
Yeah, let's keep in contact after this, and we'll make it happen.
Awesome.
I'm open to it. Yes. Thank you everyone for watching. I'll see everyone soon. I send you love and appreciation and prosperity, and may all the good things in your life just continue to circulate and just elevate, and just
and be kind, everybody. Kind.
Right. Exactly.
Bye.
Thank you.
See
you soon. Enlightened, empowered, evolved.
Yes.